ESL Malaysia 2022 EU Close Qualifiers Grand Final. We're here in the final best of five determines who gets to go to Malaysia.
To prioritize what's good, because like at the end of the day, bottom lane, you see Fishman here.
Yeah, I'm looking at Fishman die. If Fishman will fall, Gilger gets the first blood.
Forcing all of the supports to kind of back up the mid lane here for Bad Boom, which does open up space for Pure, but they have that ward.
Yeah, Pure. He's being caught with the arena now. Laurel hits him with a full Illuminate as Pure gets sent back. There's Kataomi helping out a little bit with a 3 slow, but a second Illuminate. Oh, Pure! They didn't get killed by it. I don't know if it actually grazed him there. Doesn't really matter though. Notice has enough damage. He still has a Mango if he wants to continue for Kataomi. But low HP.
Yeah, smoke here from Entity trying to get control of the deep jungle.
Yep.
If they can do that, then it is another step towards just getting that easy.
Fishman's like, stop, Coddle! Stop with this farming! Steering Chains on top of that, Avatos, and he's dead. Laurel's gone. Gilger, counter initiation. Oh, they just avoided that Winter's Curse. So it was a short Winter's Curse. They have to settle for Fishman now. Actually might just benefit them, but no, they didn't catch the Ember, which was their goal the whole time. Fishman actually TPs? No way. Fishman gets away. Kataomi is fine too. They utilize the arena. This could be Roche. They have Dezo too. With this Roche now being taken by Entity.
Good smoke here. They're kind of baiting this Wyvern.
They are, but notice
Visage.
shows himself, Toby. Okay, there's the Wraithpacker needs to be killed first. Notice deals with that as they now go for Toby. No Gravekeeper's Cloak, which means his Visage will fall quickly to the Hawk's Rocket Barrage. And baiting out on Stormer, the Hawk, okay. That BKB, it gets scouted. There's the ward used. They're going for Soneko first. Break the tether. It's gonna work. Soneko's already down. The Hawk, though, still wants to fight this. The arena from Notice. Really impressive. Only catching 2 supports, unfortunately. Toby's fast enough, actually. As Fishman and Kataomi die. Quick counter initiation from Bad Boom, who loses Notice immediately. Searing Chains now caught Laurel as well. The damage from TA is blocked by the Winter's Curse. Well done from Gilger. Making sure to reset the fight. Almost killing Stormer. The Stormer avoids it in time. There's the Cold Embrace into the Hawk. But unfortunately, he's in the pickle. They still have the 2 stuns and he can't get away. The Hawk, well, he mowed down by Pure's TA.
They're gonna have, Satanic, Scotty. But right now, it is definitely a hard fight for them. But because the Aegis is down, they want to smoke and they fight. Oh no!
Oh no, the relocate as well coming in. Okay, hopefully this arena can still be utilized. Here though, in the middle of this, wants to burst on Soneko. Soneko is surviving for now. They're going for Notice instead. Now Soneko's finished off with the root. Stormer controls them well. The Hawk tries to get away with the BKB, but unfortunately, the damage is too high. And now, at least they can turn this into a Stormer kill. Well done, Winter's Curse by Gilger, but too late to reset the fight, which means he'll also die. Notice is the only person to survive from Betboom.
So they are kind of forced to fight into this tier 1. There's a lot of TPs going, and things just quickly get out of hand. This is going to be lane of barracks, forcing the hand of the opponent so that the carry can clean up. And that's usually how, Dota's played. It's not the only way, but it's definitely sort of the standard way. Speaking of the Ember, finds Notice here. This should be a kill. Oh, nice dodge.
Gilger at least gets the Winter's Curse off this time, and thanks to the creeps, he has a little bit more time to get away, but Kataomi will stop that, toss him back. He's dead. Notice as well in a similar position. And did he take 2 and more down?
Everyone else in the team is in a way playing a different game, and like if it suits your team, maybe it's good, and it would work for Bad Boom so far. Also, they do have their number. That's
First
that IO.
The Hawk now is target. His BKB is not going to save him from this physical damage. He's hoping that Pure will just desist, but Pure is going to follow him through to his death. Laurel in the trees, been scouted by the Rocket Flare. Also, the Familiars. Laurel doesn't have force enough to go to the high ground, unfortunately, though, which means they can just jump and block him in his path and kill him off. This tier 2 is not even their main goal. They could just go mid if they wanted to and force the second lane to racks.
So, gonna have to work with what you have. He did go for that blinker, talking about the Wyvern build here. Oh my god.
Yep.
Pure
doesn't care. But, okay, now he's going to start to care, perhaps. Age is still on him, though, and they actually got initiate on this. Heaven's Halberd, so Pure can't hit. Ember in the backline's breaking off his team fight, making sure that Pure will survive here. And Pure will barely make it alive. He's the meld the spell towards the end. Gilger's the target now. Winter's Curse to stop this Ember from going ham. But it's the Hawk who dies in the front line. This Pure, even with a sliver of HP, deals much more than Gyro. The GG well played is called by Soneko. They acknowledge Pure is unstoppable. And they've just been steamrolled in game number 1 of the Grand Finals. As Betboom versus Entity are fighting for the second time in this Grand Final. Entity won the first game pretty convincingly, because otherwise the the Bushwhack will always Bushwhack them to the closest tree, which is the pin tree, and then get destroyed immediately. So it's not an actual combo. There's the Bushwhack. There we see it. God's Rebuke will be used first. That's going to be a slow, and Kataomi will die. First blood going the way of Notice. Really good start, Bowie. Oh, they're actually tri-laning top. Interesting. So they're going to tri-lane to deal with a Void. He has no time walk, so Pure's actually screwed. Can they? Yeah, Pure, don't go. Don't walk back, Pure. Oh, no. I think he misclicked.
Oh, rotation here. Stormer. Can he get a Hawk?
The Hawk. Okay, there's the Bushwhack. The Hawk will die. Easy. Well, no Cinder Brew though means he needs to be in range, and actually it's gonna be Gilger who's in trouble. They slow down Stormer, Soneko. Full body block Stormer. They're Thunder God's Wrath, and that will guarantee the kill from Laurel. So, actually, this lane going really well for Laurel. I'm not saying it's gonna work necessarily, but that's what they're planning on, clearly. But like this stat build, bottom. As Soneko gets called to Notice. Here's the attempt. Okay, they tried to trap Lycan, but unfortunately a little bit too late. Erecting that wall, which means that Notice is going to be forced to just TP away. There's no way to cancel this. Okay. They'll have to settle for the tower, but that's all they were looking for anyway. Toby doesn't have Shapeshift, so this could be an attempt. This is actually pretty good. There's no boots on him either. As the TP, we have Thunderbolt though, so there's no way Toby's making out of this one. Toby that was a bit of a prayer. That was a Hail Mary. He's like, maybe they forgot the skill W. Good scan. There's the text. The Bepboom intention, even if they don't know there's smoke. And it seems like Void wants to initiate. We have a Chrono available. They're going to go for the Panda first. But the Bushwhack stops him. And they don't really have that much damage to kill off Soneko quickly. In fact, now the Arena could put Pure in a pickle. The healing from Chen is insufficient. Pure will fall. And nobody from Bepboom has died yet. Kind of an overzealous play here by Entity, thinking they could do something with that Chrono. But they just have to stop the Void, as we saw here. As now Fishman is in trouble himself. Stormer goes back in. At least manages to kill off Soneko. Fishman TPs in the middle of the fray. But the auto attacks are a bit too strong. Now Toby joins as well. What's his objective? It seems to be the Hawk. He's getting Dark Soul Summon as well. Get the Skeletons too. Cancel that Cryptic Cloak. The stuns are good though. And the Familiars will cover the Hawk's exit. As now the Avalanche tries to stop Notice, but Notice jukes it. Instead hits Gilger. And Notice is capable of surviving as well, as Laurel sees an opportunity to maybe get the Helm creep. Toby's a bit too fast, doesn't want to feed free gold to the Zeus. It is incredibly slow, yeah. I mean, you don't have level 15, right, on Visage? No. So, there's literally no minus armor. Double damage, at least on Notice, but he's been slowed. This is
a bait, I think. There's no way they really want to get this Roche. They want to drag them in.
Right, that's a good idea. Chrono from Pure, okay, not bad. He goes for the Brew once again. Unfortunately, just nothing to do inside the Chrono, and now he's stuck in the arena. Pure against the wall. The Familiars are hitting him. They do kill him in time. Pure's down. Notice will fall to the tree from Stormer, though. As they now go for Fishman, the reset from Kataomi. Hoping to turn this into a kill on the Zeus. Laurel's getting run down. Thunder God's Wrath at least finishes off Fishman, and his Yule Scepter will give him more time to survive, but the Avalanche gets him on the way down. Stormer, the menace of this fight, as they bushwhack the Lycan. His shapeshift ends. He's a little bit slow, but his scripts are protecting him. Trying to TP away. The Hawk has a stone form. That will cancel the TP. And Toby, slow as a maiden, will unfortunately be brought down by Bepboom. It's not like that's going to save him, right? So you have a point there.
Yeah. He did finish the AC, so I think that's probably the timing here for Entity.
Stormer is dying though. They need some more damage here. It's just the Pandas keeping him at bay. Cyclone, and the Sharpshooter, Laurel. And you're a Shapeshift. And that Shapeshift is hoping to cover for Stormer. Now the Arena finally, nice pushback on the 3. And that allows him to kill Stormer. The damage on the Zeus is really high. Pure heals back up. He still has a Chrono. But Pure is full escape mode right now. It does not want to be caught. Instead, in the backlines, they're going for Fishman. Easier kills. The support's here. The Hawk might just be able to kill him. Pure, almost got the Chrono, but he got stunned there by the Stone Form from the Hawk. And now Pure activates the BKB. Who's the Chrono for? It's going to be for Notice. Hits him from behind. This time he has damage and nothing to stop him. As the Winter's Curse actually saves Notice. But it was just to kill him a second later, so it works out fine for Kataomi. He calculated that perfectly. Pure, however, is in a pickle. Pure needs to get away. The Bushwhack not going to come out in time, as Toby, slow in this fight. He's getting saved by the Cold Embrace, but Laurel keeps on spamming his spells on him. Need more magical damage. Laurel uses the jump, auto attacks as well with a shard, and it will work out to finish off Toby in the end. As the Hawk gets killed by Pure in the backlines. Now the Sharpshooter used. He saves himself from the damage with Time Walk, using the Slide Whistle. He'll survive for a second. Cold Embrace. They only have physical damage. Laurel needs to keep hitting him, but he can't. The Wolves are attacking him too much. Laurel might just die for this. Pure finally falls, but in comes Stormer for the second round of his life. And that's going to allow him to clean up this fight, with Kataomi somehow managing to survive the whole engagement. Oh, there's a chrono.
Hello.
Okay, Pure's accepted the chronos are only for supports this game. I think it's fair. But now Tiny has Ags, though, so I think there's much more use to it. But, you know, fair enough. Pure's still going for this Void that's supposed to play around Time Lock more than Chrono. We've talked about this.
Oh, smoke breaks. I mean, Roche is gonna spawn, so I wonder if Entity is gonna try and force this Roche. There's buyback on Gilgir anyway, so he'll buyback if he feels like Roche being taken.
Okay, he's just baiting them out. Stormstormer keeping his distance. He has some good
That
targets
was
for Avatar.
also that was an Arcane Rune Chrono, right? So he will have it back.
True. Good point. That's probably why he forced it as well. You're right.
Yeah.
As the Brew dies, that's no problem split. We hear the shapeshift as well. They're chasing after the Hawk. The Hawk still has the Stone Form, though, on himself, mind you. He gets the Shard. He's been silenced, though. Can't use it. But they don't have Chrono. There's Noticed. Counter initiations here. Hopefully, but Pure just activates BKB and ignores it. Now Pure is going to finish what he started. Go for the Hawk and end his life. As Noticed is also being swarmed by a bunch of wolves, units, creeps. No chance for this man to survive. They also find a poor squirrel in the trees. And they realize she's not controlled by Chen. Let's just kill her too.
It's fun. I saw a bit though.
It's strong, but the playstyle you have to play around got really countered by the entity draft. Like, if you want to be... Oh, hello, Stormer.
Yeah. Could be in trouble. He is going to go down here. Laurel will finish him off as Pure. Chasing after Noticed. We do have a Time Walk again. He has Chrono available as well, so Pure committing hard to this, but he's been stopped. He is going to heal a little bit with the Time Walk, but not the best timed. I think Pure is going to retreat now.
Makes the Lycan early game worse. You could see him struggling to get kills. But I didn't really feel like he in the mid game.
Winter's Curse.
Nice.
They caught the Hawk with his familiars. Kataomi. This man is setting the tempo for these fights.
Boy, he's in a good position, and he also has the Witchbane. It's gonna be very impactful against that Evil.
This is a perfect chrono. But the Hawk actually got the Stone Form in time, so he's just concentrating on the Panda for now. That's Pure's Hatred coming to fruition a second time. They hit him with a pushback, avoids him with Time Walk in time. In fact, with Flight Whistle, he comes back in. The Hawk no longer has any save. He actually goes for the Zeus. The Hawk is being mauled, though, by an angry wolf. And his summons, as now the Zeus is forced to use D-Blade on the Void, but he can't use it on himself. Which means now he's at the mercy of these two cores being run down and killed. Pure once more. And that more apparently was a courier, as Notice is being run down by Kataomi. Instead, Stormstormer toss Ava, and goodbye to Noticed. Only the Hoodwink can survive. The GG is called. Entity will take in number 2.
Yeah.
Do not worry. Ignore the yellow pegs on the screen. This is a rare one. This is a rare one. This happens sometimes, guys. This doesn't change anything, of course. Entity, if they win this game, they will still win this grand final.
Yeah, like once they nerf the level 2 Illuminate, you actually get a lot of denies on the range creeps as Kato, and it's really tough for Kato to actually hit the range creep in this matchup because he can get tossed back. It's not as easy against other heroes. So I would actually say Tiny is pretty comfortable here.
Watching Kataomi do the run of his life. Yeah, he is in trouble. Oh, they got an early point in Savage Roar, which will guarantee him the kill. You distance yourself from him, he can just kill himself by accident.
Yeah.
We're gonna see it
here.
here.
If he stuns you, like, you're gonna be able to prevent the hits.
The Hawk, they even got the SS spray off beforehand, and with the help of Kataomi, I think the Hawk just dies. That is going to hurt, but at least he still has Bear off cooldown, so it's not gonna be the worst just yet.
Mid lane, Stormstormer ganked, or maybe the opposite?
He just killed them. Okay. Oh, and he gets his courier, man.
So that is definitely one thing that I think they screamed and improved a lot.
Flags on the bottom lane as Fishman gets taken out of his territory. And Kilgore continues to punch him. And Jinata hurts as well. Shuriken on top of this, but they don't have track to actually maximize his damage. Won't seem to matter as Notice gets the skill and now gets the track. Toby's the next objective. The Gravekeeper's Cloak is down, and with a rebound, the damage is really high. Notice, thanks to his magic wand, will survive. Stormstormer comes in as a counter initiation, hoping to finish off Gilgir. Close to it, and with one last punch, he'll bring him down.
Okay, they're also doing damage top. Fine Fishman.
Exposed Fishman. Out of the cogs, there's a track. Boom. More gold for Noticed, who's well on his way to that Axe. Got the Hooded Defiance, which apparently is a preferred build against Zeus. Not gonna go for the Vanguard that we sent them to see on the Bounty offlane. As they toss back Laurel, they send him over to the Zeus. Laurel throw a tree at him, and he's going to die. Kataomi Thunder God's Wrath. Very impactful there. The Stormstormer unfortunately loses his tower, though. Not much he could do there against the Enchantress creep spam.
very... Oh, another toss back, I think. There we go. Is this enough? This guy's tanking.
You know, the hookshot actually misses, doesn't get the stun and notice, but he's surrounded by heroes inside the cogs. There's no way he lives. They want Kataomi at the very least. This doesn't deal enough damage though. Kataomi keeping his distance, and he's actually going to survive thanks to the avalanche. No track gold for Betboom, who committed a lot of heroes to accomplish nothing.
Well, because usually as the bounty hunter, I think you would be fine killing anyone, like the Visage Bear attempts in here.
Exactly. Which would be huge.
In this game, you would be... You
oh,
really
no,
want
sorry,
to
but explain afterwards because Gilgo's already dead and it feels like nobody can stop Stormstormer. Kataomi's here as well. Gives vision over Soneko. Has Thunder God's Wrath and will continue this. And if he uses it, he'll find out that they're actually at Roche. I don't know about this one. The Hawk comes out of the Roche pit. Savage Roar will force the Alchemist to stun himself as Fishman tries to stop the bear. Inside the cogs he goes. Notice gets sent back thanks to the toss, but Stormstormer's in trouble himself. They did root Pure, but it didn't really seem to matter. As they had to resummon the bear. They lost the first one in this fight. Pure stuns himself a second time. The third concoction is the trick, though. You know, that's what they say, right? Third one's the good one, Pure. Don't worry about it. What will happen this time to him as Toby gets sent back? This one's the concoction. This is the good one. It hits Gilker. Now he has to spray on top of that to add some damage, and Gilker will fall. Fishman, though, in trouble. Can't deal with the bear. The Hawk also trying to kill familiars, maybe Pure, but the Hawk, this is his last bear. He can't lose it. Has to be a little more defensive with it, which is why he's uncertain about this play. They do find Notice, but he's a little bit too tanky for Stormstormer to bring down with a simple toss combo. Avalanche to allow them to retreat. That's Betboom. They are finding the way to continue this fight, even if they don't want to overcommit, right? Poking, prodding, hoping Entity makes a mistake, and Pure, third stun of the team fight. Last one. I forgot about that. Thank you for that. Really good point of analysis. See, that's why we're all part of the community.
Oh no.
And also, it's also to root again. There's all our tactics as we go for the Roche pit. There's the snatch from the Hawk, so he's gonna take the Aegis. They Savage Rope Pure behind as the Bounty Hunter. He is gonna be able to run away. Unfortunately, the Alk might not be so lucky. He's been rooted, been hit by the Illuminate, but Alk just is bringing down the bear. There's not enough armor on it, and Pure will bring it down. That means there's now a second Spirit Bear he can summon, but it's too risky for the Hawk. He's just gonna accept his death. Unless he gets exposed to the high ground. Gilgear lends a helping hand. That is the Aegis done, though. Will they continue this fight? Will they summon another Spirit Bear? It seems like the Hawk is just going to TP, and in case they cancel it, no summoning bear beforehand.
Even though the lane was good for the bounty, he was never able to farm the eggs. And that's usually how it happens. Like, I don't see bounty hunters excelling that much. Really good lane swap by them. Laning the Visage against the Age.
Good kill of Kilgore here. There's the Avalanche now, stopping both the Enchantress and the Bounty Hunter. With the Ursula Concoction, now Soneko's the target. Radiance will just mow him down, apparently. He does not get the heal off in time, and Notice also dies to the Zeus. Notice is not able to recover. His axe is quite late. The Berserk Potion, yeah, you're right. The Berserk Potion also will give you a second dispel to play around with, yeah? And not depending on your ultimate. Gilgir. Okay, they are going for Laurel, and he's in a bad position. Almost go by Soul Assumption. It's actually going to be Kataomi who finishes him off. Not a bad start to this fight. Laurel does not seem impactful enough as a Blink Dagger. Is not available for Alk, doesn't matter. You see Soneko blow him up while he's up in the air. Oh no, Pure. Which shows Pure's Maverick playstyle that he likes so much. Notice, sorry, he's trying to finish off Kataomi, but Kataomi is loved by his teammates. He's being protected by Friendship and by a Clockwork and a Visage. And now is Notice who's in trouble. Do we have some sort of detection? We do have sentries. Also a Zeus, of course, fair enough. Fishman, though, has hookshot in 3 seconds. The Ghost is slowing him. There's the vision. They lay down the sentry. Cogs to make him under sentry range, and they'll kill him off with a Soul Assumption.
Yeah, and I mean, you were talking about the Laurel. I think in pretty much every game, oh, the bear might just die here. We'll live.
Okay, another time. Poor Pure just can't get the Unstable Concoction off, but it's not needed because you kill a bear, throw up in the air. Stormstormer is forced to use the Shadow Blade. He gets rooted actually by the Entangling Claws, and that will guarantee the kill against him. And this poor Alchemist just can't stun anyone because these Savage Roars by the Hawk are on point. Did he get the talent yet? He does have it. And he has gone for the full Wraith Bands. I love this. This is a build that Gunnar absolutely loves. He was the first person I saw to do this.
Oh, wait. No, it's... Yeah, he has 50 armor on Laundry, 62 when he uses the ult.
There's Toby found by
the bear.
Okay, Pure. He's gonna get a stun out. We did it! Gilger's down, and he actually got Soneko as well with it. Not bad. Pure wants to finish what he started, hopefully finishing Soneko with this. Did he drop Cloak of Flames? I don't know where that came from. I think he killed a creep along the way. Cloak of Flames is in the middle of the river now as the cogs from Fishman catch the bear and noticed here. While Stormstormer pummels them to death, Laura also died in the middle of those cogs, so it's actually 3 people in the cogs. Kataomi might just be able to kill the bear. That's one auto attack to finish it off. No bear on the Hawk. Stormstormer jumps over to him, kills off the Hawk as well, and they get rid of the Marcy. It's a team wipe for Entity, who will go back for the Roche and the Cloak of Flames here.
No, and you have a center. You have a center stun. So.
Oh, from the Enchantress. Yeah, there you go.
Get the 4-man stun.
Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Easy. And look, the Savage Roar's already working. Stormstormer's gonna die. Maybe not, actually. I spoke too soon. BKB got used, and now it's the Hawk who might be in trouble. His bear is stuck in the cogs. His bear does not like these machines. He just wants to be free, but the bear's caged, and the Hawk's being killed. Oh, no. You lost the owner, you lost the animal, and all in exchange of the Clockwork, who trapped the animal to begin with. PETA is not going to be happy today. Noticed also dies, up in the air, tossed, killed. There's an unstable concoction for the Enchantress. Pure has finally found the golden target. Just throw the stun at Enchantress. If Pure was a bear, he would have just peed on it to mark his territory. Track the spell.
He's not a bear, he's a very farmed alchemist.
Yes, he is. So the pressure of Entity is very noticeable at this game. Okay, but they found the Alk though. He has Aegis, so might not be the best first kill, but they'll try it. At least they get rid of the Aegis. Now Alk is coming back with a BKB and a Vengeance, I bet, as this time they cage the Hawk. The Hawk gets forced after safety, but the Unstable Concoction hits him. No more Savage Roars this time. Pure will get revenge for all those times he just roared away and stunned himself. The GG is called, actually. Pepum is done. It's going to be a 3-0 final going the way of Entity. Wow.